Good afternoon, and thank you for joining me today. It's been a month since my last briefing, and I wish I could say a lot has changed. We're still in phase 1 in the North region because of our COVID-19 numbers. Vaccines are being distributed, but not at the rate we'd all hoped for. We must stay positive, and I'm confident in the abilities of Island Hospital, Skagit County Public Health, and our pharmacies to get the vaccine to us with good process when the supply chain at the federal and the state level are at capacity production and distribution. I know this time has caused additional stress in our lives, but we must help each other, check the vaccine websites every day, and vaccines will be available soon. And now I'm going to share just a little more information about COVID-19 and what's going on at the city. At Island Hospital, they have tested a total of 11,883 people since the beginning of this pandemic. They've had 245 positive cases, and they've admitted 42 people to the hospital. And in Anacortes, we've had 0 deaths. 2,208 vaccines have been administered to date by Island Hospital, and there are no vaccine appointments today or any time this week because of lack of doses being sent to Island Hospital. In Skagit County, as of Sunday, or as of yesterday actually, we've had 3,981 positive cases of COVID-19. We've had 53 deaths and 242 people hospitalized. In the 98221 zip code, as of today, the Skagit County Health Department estimates that we have 361 current positive cases of COVID-19. In Skagit County, at their vaccination site, because of a lack of supplies, there's no first dose appointments available for this week, and second dose appointments will not be impacted. So if you've already had your vaccination at Skagit County and you have an appointment for this week for your second dose, they will have that dose for you. They want you to check back on Facebook or go to Skagit County Public Health website this coming Saturday the 13th at 9 a.m. for an update. And that means at that time they'll have an idea what the state is sending them for doses. A total of 16,885 doses have been administered in Skagit County. This is great progress. That means 11.73% of Skagit County has received at least one dose of the vaccine. There's not enough vaccines nationwide for everyone who wants one. Manufacturing, as I mentioned, is slow. When vaccines do become available, Skagit County Public Health has the capacity to vaccinate up to 300 people a day at the fairgrounds, and they'll be ready to serve the population as soon as those doses become available. So we are in phase 1B, and that is if you're 65 years and older, or you're 50 years and older, and you live in a multi-family generation household. So remember that when you go online to sign up for your vaccine. If you're 65 and older or 50 and older and you live with your grandkids, it's your time. It will take several weeks to vaccinate the majority of those that are currently eligible. The phase system was designed to make sure that the most vulnerable individuals are vaccinated before moving on to the next group. You can determine your phase of eligibility by visiting www.findyourphasewa.org. This site assists in determining one's phase and will also notify you when you are eligible for a vaccine. Appointments are based on dose allocations and will be extremely limited for the next several weeks. Here are a few things to know about registering for a vaccine at Skagit County Health. Each individual person needs to register for their own appointment. Skagit County Health is one of the many providers in Skagit, not centralized booking system. Skagit County Health does not operate a wait list. Skagit County can make appointments over the phone for those who do not have internet access, but anyone who is able to make their own appointment via the PrEP mod should do that. It is the same process to do, so it's important to keep the phone lines relatively open for questions and those without internet access. So we also have geographical phases. So we have phases for vaccines, and we have phases for where we are in the whole COVID response. And we in this region, the North region, that includes Island County, Skagit County, Whatcom County, and San Juan County, we are in phase 1. And to go from phase 1 to 2, a region must meet 3 of the 4 following metrics. An over 10% decreasing trend in 2 weeks rate of COVID-19 cases per 100,000 population. Data is evaluated every 2 weeks instead of each week. This means that the earliest the North region could move forward is February 15th. We're meeting 2 of those 4 metrics. So we're looking forward to going from phase 1 to phase 2 if we can get our disease transmission to decrease. So please remain vigilant. In phase 2, masks and physical distancing are still required statewide for all activities, but there are some changes from phase 1 to phase 2. In phase 2, we can have indoor social gatherings with people outside our households, permitted with a maximum of 5 people and limited of 2 households. Outdoor social gathering maximum in this phase is increased to 15 people from 2 households. Indoor dining will be permitted with a maximum of 25% capacity and 11 p.m. closure of the restaurant. All indoor activities must follow the 25% capacity limit. This includes retail, entertainment, groceries, as well as personal and professional services and indoor fitness. To see the full list of these, please go to the COVID-19 webpage. Anacortes School District is following new guidelines by the public health officials. The district moved forward with a phased-in return to in-person learning for our middle school students yesterday. They returned to a hybrid in-person model, and the high school students will return on February 22nd. In our fiber department, we are continuing to build this broadband network to provide quality of life, education, telemedicine, and economic development. And this year, we are going to be building it. The expansion goes out to the west end of the island, the areas west of Anacortes Road, which include Clear Ridge, Skyline. And designs are also underway for the central part of town going east from D Avenue, and that build-out will happen in 2022. Our municipal courts and our public defense is alive and well. The Anacortes Municipal Court is up and running, and our court dates are all now in the Zoom meeting format. Disposition of cases continue in person following COVID-19 safety protocol. At the Anacortes Police Department, 2 new officers are in training, Steve Rookie and Dylan Packard, and they soon will be joining the APD serving our community. In our Park and Recreation Department, Parks has started a basketball practice in accordance with COVID-19 safety guidelines. In this practice, the basketball league allows groups of 6 kids and 1 coach to practice at a time, and we're doing this in the basement of City Hall. Teams practice once a week, either at 6:30 or 7:30, Monday through Friday. Under the current regulations, no parent can watch these practices. A gym monitor is there to check in the players and coaches in a daily and take temps and follow the COVID checklist. If you'd like to play basketball, you can sign up online at our city's website. My next COVID-19 briefing will be March 10th. All briefings are on Channel 10 at 4 p.m. via the city's YouTube channel. Please visit our COVID-19 information page on the city's website or the Skagit County Public Health page information. So please remember to continue to wear your mask, wash your hands, stay at home when possible, limit your in-person interactions. We want to get back to normal. We all want to get back to normal, and we can get there if everyone continues to be vigilant against this virus. On February 23rd, my State of the City will be available to view. You can watch it on Facebook, on YouTube, Channel 10, or our website. At 4 p.m., the first showing will become live. I filmed it this year, and I highlighted the police department, the library, the museum, Washington Park, water treatment plant, and I shared all about city's finances and our plans for 2021. And I have a spoiler alert for you. We ended 2020 in a strong financial position despite COVID-19. I've shared a lot of current information with you this afternoon, but I also want to talk about our restaurants and our gyms again for just a moment. When we get to phase 2, as I said, we can open up to 25% capacity for indoor dining and workout space. But in the meantime, you might have seen some restaurants that are using the open air dine-in model, where they're allowed to have inside dining if the airflow, the doors and the windows are open, and so they have special sliders on their windows to allow the outside air in the building. They must also have a CO2 monitor in place to make sure the airflow provides the same safety as outdoor dining to protect us from COVID-19 transmission. As a community, we're all hopeful in taking steps to return to our normal activity. This is a transition time. We are talking about what community activities we can return to this year. What events might be allowed by summer or early fall? Here at the city, we're making plans for our library, our senior center, the museum, our recreation programs, and getting City Hall open. And finally, having in-person city council meetings again. Our children are returning to school with that safe hybrid model where half the students go 2 days and the other half go the opposite days. So slowly, we will see a beautiful spring and summer coming our way. And as we return from a long year of navigating this pandemic, we're a wonderful community, and I know how hard this has been. We have found how resilient and kind and creative we can be. Take care of yourselves. Look for updated information. Check out the city's website. Help a friend make a vaccine appointment. And I'll see you all very soon. Blessings to each one of you.